case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for.
In a landmark case rife with tension between environmental protection and forest management, the Black Hills National Forest in South Dakota became a legal battleground. The inception of this legal wrangling came when Congress passed a controversial bill that allowed logging in certain sections of the forest to an effort to prevent forest fires, overriding environmental laws and administrative review procedures. Environmental groups swiftly took action, suing the Forest Service for permitting logging in the Beaver Park Roadless Area. They claimed the Forest Service was deploying an illegal plan to justify their decisions. A resulting settlement agreement put a halt to tree cutting in the area until a newly approved land and resource management plan could be instated. However, the truce was short-lived as intensifying conditions forced Congress to intervene. The mountain pine beetle infestation reached epidemic proportions, demanding the immediate harvesting of deadwood and infested trees to thwart further spread and potential forest fires. This solution was contested by the earlier settlement agreement. In response, Congress again flexed its legislative muscle, passing a bill that permitted logging and other measures in the area. Interestingly, this legislative action adjusted the previous settlement agreement and shielded any action sanctioned by the writer, preventing judicial review. The unsettled Biodiversity Conservation Alliance, BCA, took their grievance to the federal district court in Colorado, hoping to have the original settlement agreement enforced. However, the court denied the motion, asserting that Congress had the authority to modify laws governing public lands, including injunction modifications. The Court of Appeals, tasked with reviewing the case, sided with the lower court's decision. The court deemed the injunction against the 706 writer was conflicting and should yield. Despite BCA's efforts to argue against the writer, citing United States v. Klein and the rule in Hayburn's case, the court held that the writer did not breach any constitutional principle. The final ruling echoed validation for Congress's discretion and reaffirmed the executive branch's executive power. Refusing to enforce the original settlement agreement, the court focused on the congressional will as reflected in the statute. Protecting national forest management, it argued, was paramount, overruling private settlement agreements. As such, the lower court's denial of BCA's motion was rightly affirmed by the Court of Appeals.
Case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for. Visit lsd.law, elevate your mind. Leave the stress of class.